Elaine, could you tell me what happened when you had your accident and how you ended up getting help from Help for Heroes?
In the forces, I was 6 months short of leaving it after 24 years in the army, and I was knocked off a motorbike, had injuries to my lower back, and had my left foot, or my left leg amputated below the knee. And I got involved with Help for Heroes. I first came to the Tedworth House Recovery Centre as part of my resettlement recovery. Yeah. And then I did a charity bike ride with Help for Heroes. Not a very long one, I might add, but it was the longest I'd done at the time on my mountain bike. And then the opportunity came up to play polo, and it's just jumped at it. How did you get involved in using the dogs for therapy?
My background's actually in sport and sports development, sports science, and I was using that in applied to mental health. I heard an interview with this gentleman who had fought in Afghanistan, and he'd gotten quite severely injured, and he'd been given a service dog, and he said that it was the only person he'd found he'd been able to trust. And I think within 5 minutes I had a rough plan of what exactly I could do with the dogs, and I set up the organisation, and then reached out to all the Help for Heroes centres to see if they wanted to get involved. All the work I do, especially for recovering service personnel, is free, and that's really important to me. It's free, and Tedworth House were the first people to kind of say, let's get involved, and that was it really. It snowballed from there. I started with a visit, which became 2 visits, and now the dogs pretty much know their way around the house. I'm kind of a believer that if there's something that you can do to help, then you've got a duty to do it.
So is there any particular moment with the dogs and when they're being used for therapy that particularly sticks in your mind as memorable?
The dogs always are well received, but you know what? There's a few individuals that I've met who, when you first meet them, they're quite understandably defensive guarded. And by the end of the session, you know, they have come completely out of their shell. They're smiling. They've actually allowed their defences to drop a little bit. And, you know, it wasn't me that did that, it was the dogs. When you first came to Tedworth House, how much of an impact was that for you?
Tedworth House is just an amazing place. Everyone's so friendly and everyone really encouraging you to do the best you can in whatever activity you're doing, whether that's your resettlement, sport, moving towards a future, and helping you realise that there is a future beyond the forces if you are injured or unwell. I would never have had the opportunity to try polo if it hadn't been for Help for Heroes. And now I have the opportunity to give my time managing the Help for Heroes polo team, arranging courses for other injured service personnel to come and give the sport a try themselves and see how good it is. But it's thanks to volunteers like you that give people like me the opportunity to do all these different activities, things that we probably would never have had chance to take part in if guys like you didn't give their time. So thank you very much.
You're welcome, and to be honest, it is honestly a pleasure.
Thank you.